morning, folks. I hope everybody enjoyed that first GA-Canine training video of what kind of alert is this. I want to explain it just a little bit. First off, that was incredibly detailed work from this bloodhound and very, very patient handling from the handler. What we had in the beginning near the water was a backtrack. A lot of times when a dog is working a case, what they're doing is painting a picture or a mirror image of what the trail layer did, but from a doggy perspective. It's our job to be able to interpret this behavior and then kind of get an idea of exactly what we think our subject has done. And this allows us to react accordingly and handle properly. Well, that whole process took several minutes, but the next process that was pretty impressive was the railroad tracks and the bushes on the other side. What we had here was a high find alert. We had wind depositing fresh human odor on the tracks and in the grass, and actually even before the dog crossed the water. Those little looks to the left where the nose goes up, samples the wind, those were proximity alerts. And then when the dog is chasing wind, blown scent, down the railroad tracks, you can literally see the length and the breadth of this little scent pool. The problem with a high find scent pool is there's really no way to work into it. You have a fresh blown odor that's blown into one big spot, and it kind of moves almost like a little ink blot or a pool of water that's fluctuating in dimensions. But generally speaking, there is no real exit for it unless that wind shifts. This is why the dogs can get locked into one place for so long, and it's exactly what happened here. Well, what we're doing with this video here is this is from the trail layer's perspective, and what happens is finally we have a good wind shift that allows Rain to actually find her exit, and then eventually actually pick up on the track a little bit. The problem is now the wind shifts in a new direction and brings her out to the highway where all the wind is pooling in this exact same spot. So you have to be patient, kind of wait for this whole thing to come together, but eventually she makes her find. It just takes a long time. The entire process is huge and far longer than we would ever expect for just a 400-yard trail. This is why patience is a virtue in trailing. So the tip of the day is when you get alerts like this, especially high finds, but honestly any good blown air scent with a trailing dog, it's a really good idea just to stop and slow things down. When the dog is moving frantically in one direction and another without any clear-cut direction to source, slow the dog down. He's on the end of the lead and you're going to have a hard time keeping up with him no matter what. It's better just to slow it down, maybe even stop and take stock of what's going on in the area, and then let the dog go once it gets a better idea of where the scent source is by that air scent. Thanks for watching this GA-Canine training video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what we do, if you like our style, but more importantly, if you want to learn how to work scent pools like this, make sure you check out my brand new book, The Tao of Trailing. I have an incredibly dedicated chapter just to scent pools and how to work them. Thanks again, folks. Look forward to seeing you soon.